All right, so
Hello, everybody.
no, it's been done already.
Who done it for me?
You were late.
Oh my God.
Actually, no, you were here for it.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
You actually introduced the podcast today.
Episode 89.
Yes, episode 89. And today we talked about sheds.
Sheds.
Men
sheds.
Men
so to
sheds.
speak.
Men sheds, women sheds,
The-
kid
the-
sheds.
The sanctum or the sanctuary of the man
Or woman.
or woman, of
Who
course.
And
likes
the
to be in a
ability
shed.
to store all the stuff you need ever for doing any DIY
Yes.
gardening job you will ever need to do.
Yeah.
Where does a man shed become a man cave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's the
spoke
question.
about that.
Or a garage.
Or a garage? Yeah.
Yeah. Or not a shed at all.
Or
Yeah,
or just a Woody's DIY. We talked about all of that, and we also did our usual shell bombs and our waffle.
The waffle game.
Waffle game, of course.
Tune in, find out who won.
Yeah.
Well, I think they know who won, but anyway.
It was too
Is my voice all smug?
Yeah.
Does it come across as smug?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
The voice mightn't, but the look on your face does.
Yeah. That yellowy glow that's coming from that TV. All right, let's name it.
Let's name this
We can do
podcast.
it. Okay,
Episode 89.
I've got two names.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. Now imagine that I'm from somewhere over near RD when I say this.
Right,
All
okay.
My first one is, give me Mawa, as in mower. Give me Mawa.
Jesus, right.
Okay, and then my other one is, should I stay or should I go?
Oh, I like that. I like
yeah.
that.
I like that one.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, isn't it? All right, Bertie, where you go?
John likes to fill holes.
Jesus.
Gross.
Okay, that'll be it. Yeah, that would be a good one because then people would listen. I'm going to go with neutral and go, where do you put your tools?
Oh. There's
What
a-
hole do you put your tool in?
Oh, what about he wants to put his massive tool in my box.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember that
Why
one?
does it all have to go back to sex?
Do you remember the Father Ted episode? No. All right, what are we going with?
Your one.
Do you like it?
Should I stay or should I
Should
go?
I stay?
All right,
should
okay.
Should I go?
Will you introduce it? Because I'm going to say it.
Okay, so episode 89. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our podcast wherever you might see it on social media. This is episode 89. What is it called? Scotty!
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah.
JB Waffle Hour. 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 JB Waffle Hour.
Oh, Scotty.
John. Ooh, I just got electrocuted from my mic.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That was me. That was
Oh.
me.
Our energy is electric
Yeah,
today.
yeah. I love that song so much that, like, even during the intro, like, nobody can see because it's a podcast, but I'm actually dancing while that song is on.
I made it just for you,
I know you did.
just so you know.
I know. It was made like 5 years ago before we even did the podcast. It was really weird.
Pretty much, yeah. I had a premonition.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
Hey, Bert.
Hello, everybody. This is welcome to episode 89. I hope you enjoyed episode 88. Thanks for asking about the World Cup, by the way. Hello, everybody.
Feel free to contact us.
Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, donate to wherever you may find the podcast.
Yeah. And email us. You'll find us on Gmail on the jbwaffler@gmail.com.
Yeah,
Want to send us in an email.
and upboards mail.
And yeah. We're sorry to all Boards Millions.
I'm not. There's only two of them, and Bertie's one of them, so it's grand.
Uh,
As you may hear, Bertie is not with us for the intro today.
yeah.
He's off being a hero.
Yeah.
Is he coaching or what's he doing actually?
I think he's doing the strength and conditioning of things.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Is he back with? He's in Simonstown this evening.
All right. What's he do? What does he coach
What's
things?
he do? I'm not sure what he does. Well, I know he's with the Offaly ladies.
Whatever
It's not
he's
them.
doing, he's out doing it.
Yeah.
And he's on the way. He's en route to us. And we said we'd wait for him. But here we are.
No. I said I was going ahead. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I wanted to get going because I wanted to pretend to be Bertie.
Yeah. No, that was well worth it.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I'm glad it happened.
I was practicing. I was off from 8:30 there, and I was kind of practicing
Yeah.
my Boards Mill accent.
Did you have to hang around a load of Boards Mill people?
I googled it. I googled Boards Mill, and all that came up was a load of sausages,
Mill.
a load of battered sausages.
The Boards Mill sausage.
Boards Mill. But yeah, I enjoyed putting on that accent.
Yeah, I enjoyed it listening.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
How was your weekend? Bye.
My weekend was good. What did I do at the weekend? Jeez, I had the worst memory. It was only like literally yesterday. Oh no, 3 days ago,
All right.
according to the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Launched.
3 days ago. Yeah. What'd you get up to?
Just DIY stuff at home again.
You are mad for the DIY.
Yeah, well, it's renovating the house, but it'll never be done.
Are
Be
you
10 years soon.
Are you doing it just bit by bit, little bit?
Room by room.
All right. Okay.
So we painted the kids' room, Isabel's room today, or over the weekend.
Right.
Because she wanted it. It was originally pink from the old house, whoever used to live there before, and there was like princess things all over the place. So she wanted them all ripped down, so we painted the room
All right. And what's she into now at the moment?
grey,
Right.
with like pastel colors. So we're going to be doing like feature walls with pastel like houses and shit like that.
So do you foresee that your daughter may go into outdoorliving.ie?
I'm hoping she has a passion for outdoor furniture and artificial grass. like every father does dream of their daughter going to be an artificial grass salesperson.
Do you have her training night after night, looking at different patches of artificial grass?
I have the carpet replaced as artificial grass in her bedroom, and every morning she wakes up, she has to get down with a magnifying glass and identify the shape of the grass.
She was born for this.
Pick
literally.
one blade of grass and identify the words C shape, V shape, W shape. Yeah,
Wow.
lots of different shapes in the artificial grass. We could talk about that forever.
Does she sleep in a swing seat that is meant for outdoor?
One single swing seat. Yeah, it's quite awkward, but it's good for the website photographs.
Of course, yeah. The whole interior of your house, I presume, is all outdoor living furniture.
It's all outdoor furniture inside. Yeah, the L-shaped couch that's in the living room now is quite awkward because it has like fire pit and everything, like barbecue. So like when you're watching a movie, it's like there's a steak on.
I love it.
Marshmallows, stuff like that.
That is so cool.
Totally impractical, but
Well, look.
worked for the photos.
Yeah,
Worked for the photos.
Works.
Website photos.
And
Visit our website.
your little fella, what would he, if you were designing his room at the moment, what would he be into? Cars.
He switches. He changes like the weather. He'd
Right.
be Spider-Man one week, and then it would be Hulk the next week. And what's he into now? Hot Wheels. Loves
Oh,
Hot
right.
Wheels.
Okay.
And then there's weird trends on YouTube for
Right.
kids now.
Oh, for kids, yeah.
Really weird videos. Like I banned them from YouTube now because there's this thing called Skibbity Toilet,
Right. What's that mean?
where it's just this weird, scary video. It's about 32 or 33 second long video. And it's a skibbity toilet,
Right.
where there's like a scary Russian bald guy's with fangs head in the toilet singing
What?
a skibbity song. Skibbity Toilet song. If you Google it.
We're gonna look it up now if that's all right.
But it's the weirdest thing. As soon as I seen it, I was like, not a chance. You would get that off the telly. You're not a chance. He'd be sleep. He'd have nightmares from it.
There's
I don't
always-
understand though. These guys
I know, yeah.
are like, they're preying on kids. Like, and he's obsessed with it. Like he
Likes it like.
loves it.
What?
We'd be driving in the car and Daddy, can you play the Skibbity Toilet song on the radio? I'm like,
Is it this thing here?
yeah.
Skibbity
The
Toilet.
second one there as well.
49 all episodes. This guy here.
Yeah, he's so weird looking.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And so does this guy just make videos of this?
Yeah, absolute weird videos.
So strange, isn't it?
Unsensical, just, but
Yeah.
for some reason kids are like zombies to it.
There's
millions of
these
views.
trends pop up. Do you remember there was a weird girl's face where like her eyes were like pulled back or something?
Oh, yeah.
What was that thing?
Yeah, and if you've seen it, something happens. isn't
Yeah,
it?
remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
All these weird YouTube things that pop up.
Yeah, it's weird generation, like
It is, isn't it?
TikTok trends and
And lots of stuff popping up on TikTok that
Mm.
kids are just not meant to see. They're too young to see any of this stuff.
yeah, their brains are so developing, and I don't know whether I should totally ban YouTube in general because
Isn't there a kids version of YouTube, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's too boring for them. They don't even
Right.
like. It's just like some dogs, with cartoon dogs, just going around picking up litter. Like it's
So, and the stuff that their friends are all watching is
Yeah.
like Minecraft stuff,
yeah,
maybe.
and
Or
and guys doing videos of outtakes and like some videos are good, but then you come across one that would be like kill yourself. You know, all this
yeah.
weird.
That's the danger, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's hard to know. You have to either sit on top of them and watch the stuff with them.
yeah. That's the problem, man. I tried doing it 1 or 2 days, but it's just such. Crap.
It's so boring as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So your weekend was mainly DIY.
DIY stuff.
My weekend, I ended up in Donegal.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
I was in just outside Dunfanaghy, and what's the other place called? Anyway, it was outside
Bally
Dunfanaghy.
Buffet.
No, is that not like Mayo or something?
No, it's Donegal.
Oh, is it Donegal? Up the far side of Donegal, yeah, in a lovely Airbnb, and it was like it cut into the side of a mountain. It was called the Ring Fort. I don't think there was actually a ring fort there because I don't think you're allowed to actually build.
And like,
in ring
is
forts.
it man-made cut or there was a cut into the mountain and someone just took advantage?
No, it was a man-made cut.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very cool. And they put it up on Airbnb. And the family, interesting enough, the family that usually live there have gone to Spain for the summer. And what they do is they Airbnb their house to pay for their summer in Spain.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Isn't that
Makes sense,
crazy?
doesn't it? And they're probably Airbnb the Spanish home then when they come back home.
Yeah, just this constant loop of making money.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Really clever. And the facilities were class. We went out. My brother's home from America at the moment.
Yeah.
And so we got all the family together, all the kids and stuff. And all the sons and daughters, sons of my parents,
Very good.
my brothers, and put them all in a house. And
And what do you do? Like, what does the whole family do now? Poker?
yeah, I play games, like board games and stuff. It was raining one of the days. I was playing music for the kids and stuff, and yeah, it was great. Just lovely, because we don't do that ever, really.
That was nice.
So it's nice to spend some time as a family together.
Good.
That was mainly.
You had a much better weekend than I had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't do any DIY. I don't think. My shed still remains unfinished.
We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Foreshadowing.
Yes.
But I just find another thing as well. I find I put too much in my schedule.
You are a busy man, Scotty. I was going to say that to you some of the days now. You'll burn yourself out.
But you know what the thing is though? I love doing everything that I do.
Yeah.
I don't fill my schedule full of stuff that's really arduous
Yeah.
and that I don't like and I'd be miserable going to.
Yeah.
It's all whether it's work here or football stuff or podcast and stuff.
But do you ever take like a day out now, sit at home, watch telly?
Rarely. I would during from September to maybe June. I would. But now in the summer, it goes bananas because of the summer camps as well.
Well, just mind yourself now. Mind yourself.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit
It's okay now to
burnt
take a
out.
day, yeah.
But I might take a day just to relax.
Because like getting burnt out is, it's not just a saying. It's you could end up like really sick. You know,
Yeah.
like your whole body will nearly shut down. You know, you
Yeah.
get.
We'll see. Anyway.
You know,
We'll
so
see.
be careful with that.
I can be the test tube.
That's
for-
it.
How was your weekend, Bertie?
Yeah, Bertie.
I'm under pressure, lads.
See how seamless that was. No one noticed that you just came in.
Came in and you're still wearing your shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing though, so I'm not sweaty.
Okay.
So sorry.
You've got a little bit of a head cold, do you?
I do, yeah. Do you know? It's one of those things that always happened to me when I was younger, when I went out, because I don't have a great voice. So anytime there's noise,
I wouldn't say that, man.
I get a sore throat if
Oh,
I have
yeah.
to like elevate my voice
Oh, yeah,
for long
yeah.
periods. So obviously last Saturday night I was out, got a bit of a sore throat. Then during the week started a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a blocked nose, but it's clearing up now because usually it's only about a week or whatever.
I had the same thing, except it went into my throat rather than my nose.
Yeah.
So there's something going around. As John was saying, there's
Yeah,
something going
something
around.
around.
at the
Yeah,
moment.
well, I definitely think that sparked it off. But even what John was saying there about like doing a whole lot and things like that, you do get run down
That's it. Yeah.
eventually, and you pick these things up.
Because you're the same. What was your weekend like, Bertie?
We were playing on Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
We played championship, first round championship against St. Paul's. So fair play to St. Paul's because they managed the field. They have been gone for the last couple of years, so they got lads out.
Fair play.
We won that, and then obviously I was in Crow Park on Saturday for the Halton Cup.
Yeah. Meath were playing.
Yeah, and that took up, because of that awkward time, it took up most of the day.
Yeah.
Because, like, we left at 12 o'clock and wasn't back. I was back just at, I think, for the second half of Dublin game.
All right, okay.
Just about.
That was Meath down, was it?
Yeah, Meath down was the first game. And usually I'd stay for the second game, but there was a bit of rain coming in, and, like, literally on Saturday, my full nose was completely blocked.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're sitting there and your eyes are kind of sore too. And, like, if I hadn't bought the tickets and that game was just, like, a normal game or whatever, I mightn't have went. But, look, I didn't get too wet or that anyway, so it's not too bad.
Do you know what I meant to say to you, actually? I forgot to say. The Debs have started.
Right. Okay.
Last Thursday, the Debs. Remember I did a Debs run
Yeah.
last year? They've started again this year.
So you're
Up in
doing
Monaghan.
how many Debs have you got booked?
Oh,
7 in a row.
there's,
Every night.
There's a few of them, yeah. You know, I don't want to tell the tax man about all of them, but
Rocking out with your cock out.
Yeah, of course. Well, 4.
there's
Just
about
say 4.
there's about 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hand signals.
That's a booby amount.
It's the big of the boobies. So yeah, the Debs are back, which I think contributed to my voice being gone also.
Okay, very good.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Will we get on to our news?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see if you would go to this amount of effort. So a guy called Ben Matthew Saunders was gutted that he couldn't join his mates on holiday. I think you like this, John, as well.
Okay.
Couldn't join his mates on holiday in Ibiza due to work commitments, but he didn't want to let the commitments stop him from joining them for one wild night in the Mediterranean. Ben finished a meeting in work at 2 p.m. in the National Theatre, caught a flight from Stansted at 5 p.m. and was on the White Island by 8:40 p.m. ready to hit the town.
Nice.
Ben dropped his bag at his friend's hotel in San Antonio and set out. Sorry, in San Antonio. All right, okay.
Where's that?
And that's in the States, I thought. Oh, it must be another place in Ibiza. And set out with his pals to have a good time. The next day, he caught the bus back to Ibiza airport at 7 a.m. and was back in London, Gatwick at 11:50, back for work.
The next the other day, like the next day.
Next day.
Oh, wow.
That is some amount of commitment
That is legendary.
for a night out.
Big shout out to the airline. Being on time.
Yeah, fair play.
Any mess up now would have been.
Yeah.
Isn't that mad? He kind of left work early one day and went in late the next day.
Yeah.
So if
Flexi
you
time.
if you did a 9 to 5, you probably wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
But that's some effort, isn't it, for
Yeah.
one night out?
I wonder how much that. Like if it was good value, let's say 80 quid for the flight. Of
Flights would be
course.
nothing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So you could get a bus to Belfast and it probably cost that much.
Yeah.
But a flight out. Sure, wasn't there a girl? I saw the title, the clickbaity title was a little bit kind of misleading, but it said that it cost a lady less to fly to her job in New York than to rent an apartment in New York.
Wow.
Right. But it didn't say that she actually only went to the office one day a week.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Ah, yes, it makes sense then.
Yeah. So with these things like remote working, you can get away with that.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
can't you?
Like loads of people have moved like down to the Midlands now.
Yeah.
And even during COVID, I think someone was on Twitter and I seen that they went to Bali because they were working remotely.
Yeah,
Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah.
One of our lads went to Mauritius, lived in Mauritius for 3 months.
Right.
Mm.
Would the time difference there kind of mess you up a little bit?
Yeah, there was a bit of trickiness behind the time, but he only did like website work, so
Oh, you could do it
nobody
whenever.
really needed him.
Right. Okay.
He did it whenever, basically. Just logged in and had a load of jobs to do. But there was an issue where your tax scenario. So you couldn't do it forever. Like if you couldn't be outside the country paying Irish tax for a certain amount of time. It was very tricky.
Yeah, if you're living in another area and
What's
spending money there.
What's the time deadline for that?
No idea.
Oh.
I think 3 months.
90 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
A
Is
friend
it?
of mine works remotely completely. I think he's at a company in Dublin, but they build dams and stuff for a company in Dubai.
Builds dams remotely.
He does, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The technology is incredible.
Through the
now.
internet. He is an architect.
Yeah.
But he recently got this little device, little square yoke that he sets on his desk. And what it does, it has a little wheel that goes like this.
Right.
And so
And he has a bird.
no, what he does,
Pressing yes.
yeah, kind of, yeah. He puts his mouse up in that wheel whenever he's like meant to be working.
Right.
So
yeah,
it keeps moving his mouse from right to left on the screen, so it shows that he's active.
So he's active, yeah. So his screensaver doesn't come on. And all
Yeah.
that kind of
So yeah, well, if you stop moving anything on your keyboard, it says that you've gone offline.
stuff. Yeah, you're away or something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Microsoft Teams.
So that just keeps him in. So he's like he builds them by the hour. So all of his hours get logged in. So
Did you ever hear that guy that was working remotely, but all the work he was doing, he was outsourcing it to Philippines.
No.
So he was getting paid like 80 quid an hour to do some work, and then he was paying some guy €5 an hour in the Philippines.
I'm going to do that.
And all he did all day was just sat in bed, slept all day, and he'd wake up then and send in whatever his work was that day.
And the bank account's just filling up.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. But he's doing it for like 5 years before someone actually realised. That's how
Wow.
it got out in the news then.
It's kind of like that teacher who was working for 26 years and
Yeah.
wasn't in for 20 of them.
Yeah.
Remember her?
Yeah. But they were saying like it wasn't technically illegal, like so they couldn't really do anything about it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like renting a house off someone and then subletting a room out,
Yeah.
to a family of 6
Yeah.
into your box room. It's
Yeah.
not,
You'd need those bunk beds that's 3 up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can find them.
I'd be so paranoid if I was the very bottom bunk. I'd be constantly looking at the joints and looking at the screws and make sure each screw is in.
Did you drink water before you get into bed tonight?
Depends how close they are. Imagine it was like just in front of your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be good.
Did you ever, that part in Step Brothers where they mocked up a bunk bed?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So much room for activities.
All right, next bit of news. Government hoping to turn every Irish library into a multi-purpose education and social space. Do you see this? No? New government strategy is hoping to increase the number of people using libraries and create specific book clubs for all users. So it's going to turn it into not only a library, but you'll have different things like online activities and all that type of jazz. I think that's a good incentive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of kids. Okay, there's lots of kids that love books, but there's a large proportion of kids nowadays that don't read, that would much prefer to be sitting on a tablet for 12 hours a day and their parents are letting them.
Yeah, just videos, everything visual.
Yeah, so I think anything that gets a kid into a library in the first place, and they might get into the library, well, that too, leave a trail of sweets, breadcrumbs. But anything that gets them in there, and they might see some other kid reading a book, and then they might go over and be interested, and something might link to something else. Anything that gets them in there is good.
Yeah.
Have you been in is the new library in Trim open yet?
No, I don't think
It
it's
doesn't- it doesn't
officially
look like it's
open.
open,
No,
no.
I think it's open to like counsellors and people that can go in.
Yeah,
but
Michael Higgins was down.
he was.
That's right.
in
Yeah.
Trim,
Did you see that on RTE?
No, I haven't seen him in Trim.
All right. Well, there was something on RTE there.
Because he was
and
there to open it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was, yeah. I was in the other room in my house, and my dad was in the other room watching TV, and the teacher in St. Mary's in School of the Mercy, the music teacher, his voice was in the living room. I was like, what the hell is that? I walked in, and then on RTE was your man he does this thing called Gluish.
Oh, yes.
And all of the girls performing it, some of them are students of mine here in the school and stuff.
Very good.
So I walked in, and my student, she's only playing drums, I think about 4 months,
Wow.
was an RTE playing drums.
No way.
I was like, what? That is crazy.
Goals made.
Yeah.
Goals met.
That was it. I said to her, like, I've been playing drums for God knows how many years, and I was only in RTE once, and I was dressed as a gorilla playing drums in the back of a St. Patrick's Day float.
Do you think we could rent it out to do a podcast?
What, the gorilla suit?
No, the place in Trim. What's it going to be called? It's not obviously called the library.
It's called.
Is it the Solstice as well?
Jonathan Swift Library.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, and Arts Performing Centre or something. Is it?
Yeah, because he was literally living up the road from it. He owned a house across the way from it and drank in the pub down the road.
Oh, that's
Oh.
nice.
So he's very well local to the.
That's
Oh.
very good. Did they take over that building that was a creche?
Oh, the church.
That's
The
the
church,
part of
yeah.
it as well. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
part of it. Ah, very good. Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah,
glad.
it
that-
seems to be looking well now.
yeah, I saw it from the front. They're starting to open it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
I'm dying to go in and see what it's all like because it's a
Yeah.
very interesting kind of structure, isn't it? The way it
Yeah,
goes up.
did you see it from Lomond Street side? It's massive.
I'd
Yeah.
say the kids
It
will
goes
see
very
it
high.
first. I'd say the schools will do walks down there and have
Yeah.
a walk around and stuff.
I wonder if that was signed off on by all of the local people. How high that building is.
No,
It wasn't.
as far as I know, no. It's higher than they said it was going to be.
Yeah, that's right. I heard some rumors.
Really?
Yeah, it's very high.
Yeah. Like all those houses on Lomond Street that's on the right side of Lomond Street
Yeah,
are literally like you can
Mm.
see it as a eyesore. I'd
Into
say,
their
out-
gardens.
out-
yeah,
out
right
the
into
back.
their gardens. Yeah,
Mm.
very
So
interesting.
you
That's
imagine
in-
now if there's like a band thing on
Mm.
or a music thing on.
Yeah, oh, you'd be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they got a bit of a round envelope maybe up the road.
I don't know. You want
Well-
to see what cars are in driveways.
It'd be like the
One's for
residents,
sale.
Crew Park residents. Now, anytime there's a gig in there, they'll be all protesting.
Oh yeah, that's not for sale for that though.
Okay. Where are people going to park? Brogan's car park is already jam packed. So is that going to be a car park for the library, the Brogan's car park?
Oh yeah,
Brogan's car park.
Well, I call that the Ted's car park.
Where's?
Ted's
Oh
car
yes,
park, yeah.
yeah.
Well, you've that one, and then you've Francine's car park.
They're
that's
already
jammed
bummed.
already,
Yeah,
yeah.
You're not
That's
getting any
full
cars
of,
in there.
that's full with the courthouse.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, when the Solstice is full, the Fair Green can take all the cars.
Yeah.
So it's hardly a bigger capacity than the Solstice.
But the Fair Green is huge. That has like 400 car spaces.
And
I-
how many are in
I would
Ted's car
imagine
park, Francine's car
80.
park, Trim Castle?
The little,
Market Street.
not little, the Aldi, the one beside Aldi, I'd imagine is an
Is that
overflow.
Oh, it's a long stay one, yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
that. But it's a little bit of it's a good bit of a walk actually for someone who's a little bit older to get
Yeah.
up to there.
Yeah.
that's true.
Um,
Yeah.
So
I wonder they're going to access it from the back.
that's what she said. No, I'd
Go in the
imagine
back passage.
they'd go in. I'd imagine they'd open it up from the front. I would say.
Oh yeah, because there is a back passage where you go up. It's a bit dirty though.
Okay,
my
moving
God.
on,
Right, PG-13
It's
podcast.
for the building access.
A Dublin woman has been forced to revoke her €60,000 claim, worth of damages claim, as she was caught on CCTV slamming on her brakes on the M50 for no reason. The woman says that she was injured when forced to slam on her brakes to avoid a collision. The judge told her that no collision claim, or Judge James O'Donoghue was told that there had been no impact between either party's cars. So she just made it up basically.
Right.
But she was caught when CCTV camera footage caught her doing it in the
Fucking
act.
camera.
Like-
Fucking camera.
Like an Egypt. She wouldn't have checked. But it reminded me of the guy that made a claim that there was a collision to this car now, but it was very, very slight.
Mm.
But he basically, what he did is he drove down the road and found one of those kind of, the big boulder things that cut off roads.
Yeah.
And he brought out a carpet, put it in the back of the car, reversed the car back into the thing.
Fucking idiot.
But he didn't know that there was a camera watching him doing it
Yeah.
the whole time.
So he lost the claim and I had to pay for his own car.
And had to pay for the other car that originally had hit him as well.
What an idiot.
Yeah, very interesting stuff. Have you heard of any local dodgy claims being put in? Have you come across anything like that? Oh, the face is turned. No. Bertie's sweating underneath the hat. No, nothing.
I
I
would-
know.
Super Value, I've seen me fair share of people pretending to slip or
Yeah, yeah.
looking at
That's
slippy
what I was going to
parts.
say, but I didn't know what John could talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, no, it happens in a retail environment all the time. Yeah.
Have you had it in outdoorliving.ie and coming in and be like, that grass is too sharp, I cut my feet?
No,
No, hasn't
no,
happened,
never. We're too tough and rough in outdoor living.
All right, you don't get shite.
Yeah, we thump people as they walk in just to give them
Get in there to fuck.
get in there,
Buy some grass.
slap them on the arse and say, "Now what do you expect?"
I knew I liked going into
Yeah,
that
yeah.
place.
Yeah. So when they slip, we'd be like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, "Oh, sure, jizz, they slap me in the arse and on the way in, sure, what do I expect?"
This is outdoor living.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
expect?
yeah.
We're outdoor.
And living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
.ie. That is my news for today.
That was
Excellent.
great news.
Boyos, thanks.
news.
Well
Thanks.
done.
Thanks.
So today we are talking about something that what?
Oh my God.
Oh, it's
Somebody
okay. We're
do-
not on camera.
Somebody doesn't want us
What
to
happened
talk
there?
about it.
Oh, right.
The flag is
Our
fired.
flag
The
just fell
ghost
down
of the
behind us.
music.
That's a
school.
sign.
So what? It's going to be controversial whether every man should have one. Maybe it's not. Should it be called a masculine shed. But right now we're talking about men's sheds. And-
Their shed.
And yeah, they shed. And should every man have one? And also, what do you call a man's shed? Is it an actual shed? Could it be different forms? Could it be a car? Could it be a boot?
Is a garden shed the same as a man shed?
Is a garden shed? Is like a basement that has a cinema room? Is that a man's shed? You know,
Okay,
so we're gonna bring it all up now.
I think there's a difference, right? So yeah, I think it's like it grew from the man drawer.
Mm.
So it started with the man drawer
Yeah.
many moons ago, and then it just grew into a shed.
So tell us about this man drawer.
So basically, there's a drawer in everybody's house that has bits of everything.
Yes.
So it might have some AA batteries that might have some power left in them.
Mm-hmm.
It might have those big double D batteries that nobody really uses, but they're in there.
Yeah.
Then it has some string.
Yeah. Yeah.
There'll be some string in there.
Yeah.
There'll be like an old remote of an old TV just in case you need it.
A bit of old Christmas themed sellotape.
Exactly.
In
yeah.
July.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah.
You know, all these things that you might need at some point. And even like a part of an old table that you've thrown out, but that part might come valuable at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There'll also be some candles in there.
The
And
bag of
probably like the 5 candle of someone's
Oh, yeah,
birthday,
yeah.
birthday cake or
The
something. you know?
the spare bag of screws from the IKEA table that you assembled
That's it. All random things like that.
with the little Allen key.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's like the man drawer that's in everybody's
So that's
house.
the drawer, yeah, with
Yeah.
a face tester.
Yes, it's a face tester.
One of
there
them's
as
in
well.
every one of them.
And the Euro converter from
Oh, the
2000.
AIB one or the Ulster Bank
Yeah,
one.
I love that.
But the drawer. I think everybody has one of those drawers. But then the man shed is the next step.
Yeah, that's obviously if you have space for a shed, because I think a man cave is slightly different because that's like your entertainment
Man
thing.
cave. Yeah, you can probably
Oh, yeah.
differentiate then like
Yeah.
a cinema room or a pool
I think
table.
a
area.
man shed is more functional.
Yeah.
It's where you like all your tools and your shelves. Oh, I love shelving and storage.
Shelving. Where the let's say the lawnmower. Wherever the lawnmower goes, would you class that as the man shed?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Whether it be your garage, your garden shed,
Mm.
if you have to do like one of these little sheds in your alleyway because you've no room out the back and that's where you're putting things. Your bike can be in there. It can be up on the wall. It can be on a stand. You can have all your bike bits there or whatever hobby you're into. Your fishing tackle or something.
Tackle. So come here to me. Give me your ideal layout in a man shed. Do you need a bit of walking space down the middle? Do you have a table in the middle?
No.
What have you got going on in your man sheds?
14 meters by 9 meters.
Right.
That's a big shed.
That's what.
You have
You just said your
I
dream
said
shed.
ideal. Yeah.
But do you have to park a car in a man shed?
You
That's a
park
man
your
garage.
vintage car.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
the
okay.
Triumph or something.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
MG or something. Or
Yeah.
Mini.
Or a mini.
Yeah.
He says.
Okay, so man shed
Triumphantly.
will have a car in it. Okay,
Now this
grand.
is the ideal one. This
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
what
Yeah,
I'm
ideal.
looking for.
Okay, tell us your ideal one. Go on.
So whatever vintage car you like.
Right.
Now this can be a car, a motorbike, whatever. But
Something.
you also need pictures of and history of said vehicle.
Boobs.
on the
Oh
wall.
no, of the vehicle.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And maybe even like, one of those metal Shell or Castrol oil signs.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them kind of vintage
We're getting
signs
real
up there.
cliche now.
Yeah.
in our man shed.
And then
Love it.
you need your workbench
Mm.
for doing things.
Yeah, with a vice on it.
Oh, I have to have
Device.
nice draw
Yeah.
device.
Mhm.
Then you need your tool chest.
Right.
I'd like an old snap-on one,
Oh yes.
And all your drawers.
Mm.
You need all your tools for doing your few jobs.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You see, I think if you put a TV in your man shed, now it's turned into a man
It's a
cave.
cave. Yeah. Different.
So
yeah.
I think a man shed doesn't have like a dartboard, pool table, TV,
No,
any of that
that's
crap.
a man cave. Yeah.
This is for your hobbies.
Could it have a dartboard in it and nothing else? When you're bringing technology out there, it's something different. But
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
dart, you get away with a dartboard even in a
I
garden
wouldn't-
shed.
I don't think you'd get away with a dartboard now.
No dice.
Maybe outside of it, on the actual side of the wall.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Shelving, need good
Yeah.
shelves.
Is the man shed somewhere that you go to escape life, or is it purely just a recreational, or is it just for when you need to fix something in the house? Is it functional?
Oh yeah, you have all your garden equipment there. You have your selection of shovels for different
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Your spades, your rakes,
Rakes, yeah.
your hoes,
Yo ho.
your hookers.
Yeah, Bertie, you're pushing it now.
Oh, gone down the wrong route
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there is no better feeling though than seeing there's something that needs to be done in the house.
Oh yeah.
I have something in the shed for that.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a nice feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you know them like little blue containers that you see in DIY
Yeah,
shop
yeah.
stuff
Proper
and
drawers.
filled with like different screws and all that, and you're like, oh, you need to put that bolt. You need a bolt for that gate. I have a bolt for that gate.
Mm.
Ideally, what you want when you walk into your shed is like it's a mini version of Woody's DIY.
Oh yeah,
Really,
A
like,
good-
isn't
yeah.
it?
a good
Yeah.
good cordless drill.
Yeah.
Oh, chop saw.
Yeah, chops off. Yeah.
What is the? No, not a circular saw. What's a chop saw?
It's the one with the
One at the handle and go
Yeah.
down.
Oh, is that not a circular saw?
no, a circular saw is freehand.
That's
Oh, right,
That's
but
a
it-
skill saw.
All right, so chop saw is like a circular saw, except
Yeah,
it's on a
mounted,
on a mount.
Yeah.
and you slide your
And you
wood
put the
through it.
angles.
Yeah, they're handy
Does
cutty offy
45
job, is it?
degrees, whatever you want, any degree that you want.
Yeah.
It does.
Do
And,
you- do
and
you-
trestles for long bits.
Oh, we weren't in the brothers when I was in first year. A young stupid Aegis cut his finger, not cut it off now, but he gave himself a bad gash
Yeah. Oof.
on one of those chop saws.
Yeah.
And
Maybe that was a table saw. It was coming up out of the table, was it?
it was
Yeah,
one of
you
the circular
dropped
ones, and
down.
you went down like that
Yeah, lethal.
into it. And no, sorry, it was coming up out of the table.
Oh, so that's a table saw.
All right,
Yeah.
that's a different thing. I
That's
got
where you push the wood through. It's a
Yeah.
stationary saw.
You need a
Get
stick.
up on that mic, Hugh, will you?
Stationary saw.
There we go.
Table saw.
So that's that's a different one. Will I name him? No, I'm not going to name him. Joey O'Connell. Do you remember him?
I do know
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah. He put his finger into a circular saw like a big Aegis. When he was told
Yeah.
not to.
He would have been using circular saws since 4 years old in that farm.
Oh, I'd imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they were farmers, were they?
They
the
were pure
O'Connells?
farmers.
You need
Right.
a welder.
He's a welder, is he?
No, you need a welder. Sorry.
All right.
I just
Put the finger
keep,
bag on.
Keep listing my things.
You need a welder in your man shed. That's
Yeah.
a big
No,
ask.
I wouldn't
think.
call it. No, disagree there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't agree with that.
Disagree
Why do
with
need a
you.
welder? How are
Because-
you going to weld new bits onto your
Because
vintage
then
car?
it turns from a man shed into,
Into a
like
garage.
a workshop.
Yeah, but you can have like a mini welder. It's not a big.
Nah, that's a
big
big
arc
out
welder.
job now. That's like
Yeah, I
you
wouldn't
go out
touch-
and then you put on your hat and then it's
No, you don't need a gas one. Just one of the plug-in ones.
I wouldn't attempt welding. You would.
Yeah.
But did it turn out all right?
This is good enough for me.
Right, okay. I wouldn't agree with you now in that
Yeah.
one.
No, you don't need a welder.
That's
two against one there, Bert.
that's a big job. Yeah, I'm going to vote out welding.
Where is the limit? Like, so let's say a welder, a chop saw is fine, skill saw is fine, a table saw in
I-
the center. I think that would go too far.
Hydraulic lift.
Jesus.
Just
No, that's
you're
too
going
far.
into business now.
Are we?
No, you said what's too far.
Are you? Oh,
too far,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
go
So
on.
if you had a hydraulic lift or like a big chain mechanism for lifting things,
Lifting
Oh,
an
that's a-
engine.
yeah.
or a pit.
Oh, yeah. That's a garage then.
Yeah, that's a garage. You're
Yeah.
turning into a garage then.
Yeah,
pit,
yeah.
yeah.
Where like you need to go in and your floor needs to be clean
Yeah.
because otherwise you're turning into a garage. Like
What
Yeah,
kind of floor
yeah.
would you go for? One of those black fiberglass kind of style floors, or just concrete?
yeah, painted
Painted.
concrete.
Painted
concrete,
With
yeah.
the non-slip stuff. Yeah.
Because it's gonna get ruined.
Mm.
So I wouldn't go too dear on it,
No,
and you want to be able to paint it again.
somewhere to hang your ladder. You
Yeah.
need to hang a ladder up.
And
Yeah, hanging everything up.
Yeah.
the man shed, like as in, you know, when you're talking about hanging the stuff up,
Mm.
is it more man sheddy to just use old 4-inch steel nails and bang them into the plywood and then hang things out of the nails?
It's pretty
Or
cool.
go onto AliExpress and buy a load of stuff that's like uniform and
I'd imagine a row of shelves that would be maybe in your warehouse, but like
right. Okay.
a residential size ones,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
have like
You can get
boxes,
those easy enough.
boxes of things.
Yeah.
yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I think
Because you're going into garage territory.
Yeah.
No, a bench to me now, just a bench on the left hand side, a rack on the very back, and then on the right hand side of it, then would be your bikes are hung up and your
Yeah.
barbecues in the corner and stuff. Yeah.
Have you been in Robbie Kennedy's shed?
I have.
That's a good shed.
That is like supermarket shelves.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Really,
Nice.
very good. Nice electric door in the front.
Mm.
Nice
Oh,
door.
electric
In,
door, yeah.
Nice door in the back.
Yeah.
You can get a car in there if you want. There's
Yeah.
lawnmowers in there,
Yep.
but you can still walk in and like
Yeah.
chill out in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like picnic bench or picnic chairs and everything. in
Yeah,
there,
barbecue in there and
Yeah.
everything. It's very, very good. Yeah,
Mm.
I like his setup. When I think man shed, I think of that shed.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Basically, anything that you're going to do at your house, you need cans of paint.
Yeah.
Every size of brush.
Brushes, yeah.
Yeah.
and maybe even a brush in like a half cut bottle with white spirit.
Yeah, of course,
Oh,
yeah. It needs to be somewhere, yeah. Yeah.
That bottle is a must in a shed, actually.
Yeah.
I'd probably gift someone a half-cut bottle. Just
And then, like I said, I'd have my bike, obviously, a nice bike stand as well
Yeah.
for the bike, because they're kind of the hobbies I have.
It's important, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mm.
somewhere to put all the football gear in as well, be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, store that away nice and tidy,
Hmm.
you know. And then bits of timber, bits of metal.
Yeah, I'm
It's
a
odd,
hooer
it's
for
like-
storing and keeping bits of timber.
Yeah.
And underneath the bench now in my shed, there's just random timber.
You'd
But
use
I've
it,
used
though.
it. I've used it.
Yeah,
I've made
you'd
little
use it.
stools out of things, and whenever I need a stool or a thingy, I just go in and make one.
He's making stuff for outdoor living, so
Oh,
he's
there you
Outdoor stuff.
little bringing it in on Monday. Look at my idea.
Yeah. We can sell it for €1,000. Get it up on the website.
Now you are quite skilled as a carpenter. That like you did do a little bit of training as a carpenter,
Yes,
didn't you?
yes. I'd call myself 75% of a carpenter.
Right. Okay.
I'm not the best carpenter in the world. I'm not going to admit it.
75% of the best carpenter, or 75% of a standard
No,
carpenter?
he got
Standard.
75% of the way through the FOSS course. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah. Yeah. But that's my own fault. I got greedy. I left because I was offered more money. So, anyway, that's a long story. That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah. Will I give you some facts about man sheds? Or
Yes.
about sheds?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
the
see if
word-
it's the same facts I have.
The word shed originates from the Anglo-Saxon term for shade. Was that in your
Shade.
shade?
SHADE.
Yeah, as in shaded from
Oh, very good.
the light. Famous writer Rudyard Kipling, Agatha Christie, and Roald Dahl all wrote from their sheds. Benjamin Britten's shed is now a Grade 2 listed building. So there you go. A lot of famous people wrote from their sheds.
Oh, wow.
In 1914, during the First World War, to handle post for the army, the post office erected a wooden structure in Regent's Park. It was described as the world's largest shed. There you go. There's 3 little facts. I'll throw some more to you in a little while.
Very good.
Isn't that good?
I like the old metal sheds, like the ones from sheddirect.com.
Is it .com or .ie?
It's .com.
.com.
Is it?
Yeah,
On the boys.
sheddirect.com. Which used to have, but there's something about, like, you know, now rustic, you know,
wooden.
a log one.
Yeah. Log
Like-
now or just like
no, like log. No, this is not
proper.
Not one for maybe Ireland. But do you ever see the ones that have like an Alaskan stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're a proper man.
Oh, yeah. Well, like
That's
literally
good.
made out of trees.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
logs that
Yes.
you went and fell yourself.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
I was watching a fella on, was it Instagram? And he went out into the wild, I think it was in Alaska as well, and he was just trying to use whatever was in the area to try and build stuff. And he built this big log cabin
Class.
and showed it the way that he put all the things together. It was just expert stuff. Like,
You ever watch them lads on YouTube? You just go out into a wild forest and like, survive there, live there for 6 months. They build
crazy.
something. It's insane.
how they do that.
It's lovely. I love watching it.
In saying
Very
that,
peaceful.
do you watch The Office at all?
No.
Never.
There's an episode of The Office where the main character goes out, a guy called Michael Scott, into the forest, convinces himself that he's able to survive, and gets out there and is not able to survive at all.
It'd be scary though in America and Alaska, because
Oh yeah,
do you know the way in Ireland you're probably the most, would you say, 10
poisonous.
kilometers, 12
Yeah.
kilometers from
Yeah.
the edge of the forest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where when you're in those places,
That's
like
deep woods.
literally, like
forest the size of
you're
Ireland. Like.
could be 500 kilometers in it, and like you could be going 20 kilometers that direction. It's
Mm.
completely the wrong direction, and it looks the same as 20 kilometers back that way.
Yeah.
And it has
Crazy, like.
more dangerous animals than Ireland would.
Yes. Did you see the thing recently where the bear was charging at the fisherman?
Oh yeah, did you?
Yeah, and he just kind of stands up and he walks towards it, makes himself
Yeah.
big, and the
Yeah.
bear just like kind of turns and runs
Mad,
away.
isn't it? Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, but what would you do? What's the first thing if you were stuck in the middle of the wilderness? I know we're getting off topic here. If you're stuck, say, that far in the middle of the wilderness, what was the first thing that you do? Apart from shit yourself.
I wish I brought some of the stuff from my man shed.
Build a man shed. What would you do?
Just ring someone,
Okay, you're in the middle of,
get
like,
Uber or something.
your phone wouldn't work.
Well,
You'd have no signal out that far.
isn't it always
Well,
like
text.
shelter,
It's still no signal.
shelter, fire? Try and make sure your bed is off the ground.
Right. Yeah,
There's
no
things like that,
ants.
no?
Yeah.
And I seen this one on TikTok. Oh, she done it really cool. Like, so she had a block of timber, and she put like 3 holes,
Does she chop it?
and then one
Like
big
that fella who chops timber?
one big hole that was like an L hole.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then, so she basically made like a little stove, and she put
Love an L-hole.
she put like bits of
L-shaped hole?
bits of ember or whatever. And
Oh,
she
yeah,
lit it,
yeah.
and she cooked on it.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah,
I would have to say I'm partial to the people that go out and cook in the wild.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever see those ones where
Yeah.
they're like chopping it up with this big huge
Mm.
yucky and
Well, I-
cook it?
Cast iron pan.
Yeah.
I-
Yes.
I
yeah,
bought
yeah.
a Kelly kettle for that.
What is a Kelly kettle? Tell me.
A Kelly kettle is a camping kettle.
Right. Okay.
It's actually called a Kelly kettle. So I bought one that makes 2 cups of tea, right? So it's like a cylinder, but it's like hollow in the middle. So when you pour the water in, the water is like in the outside of it, and the inside is used as a chimney, and you've got a cooking base
Oh, yeah.
here, and then you put.
It's
you
like
put
for
some-
coffee. Those things that you get
Oh,
for
yeah.
coffee. Those
Yeah.
lads
Where the coffee rises up.
rises up through the middle of it. Same as.
No, the inside is hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the chimney.
Yeah, that's the same
Oh,
as
yeah.
the coffee
Oh, is it?
ods do that too.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
And then
it's
there's-
called a percolator, I think, isn't
There's
it?
a little whistle on it and everything,
Yeah.
and then you have like the fire pit at the bottom.
Do you
where
have
put
one of
your-
these?
Yeah,
Oh, it's cool.
yeah.
You
They
bring
were
it.
they were really dear, but then they brought out like a smaller version
Mm.
that was a little bit more better for to buy, whatever, 60 quid or whatever. I was like, oh, I'm getting that.
And would you
Oh,
go
so cool.
camping now? Would you go out camping? And
Yeah, so
go
I've
forest?
made tea in it, but I have to get obviously everything so separately.
I wonder would the
So-
coffee percolator do the same job as that?
I don't know. I think I'm as we talk. I don't think so. I think the chimney goes all the way to the top, doesn't
Yeah.
it? The coffee percolator actually stops in the hollow part
Yeah.
where this coffee can come up.
Yeah, coffee comes up into the hollow
You have
and
to plug
fills
that in,
it.
though.
Yeah, but
No, no,
his
no, no.
chimney
You put
goes
it on the
all the way
stove.
out so the air can escape.
All the way out.
Yeah.
Mm.
So where does the
It's-
water go?
It's like
It's
like there's a cylinder and a cylinder within a cylinder.
Oh,
So
it
the
just
water
heats it
goes
within the
around
cylinder.
it, yeah.
Ah,
And you see the middle is used as a chimney to get the heat up, like.
okay.
And then you can get an extension that you put on the top of it.
Mhm.
Then that's where you put your pots, like.
We'll post a picture up of the stories today, so have a look if you're listening.
That's not going to happen.
It is.
Right, do you want me to give you some more facts about sheds?
Well,
Yes.
I'm going to show you a picture.
Okay, go on. Sorry. I'll give you one while Bertie's getting that. Nearly 60% of Britons.
See, look.
Let me see. I still don't get it.
Is everybody looking on the podcast? Everybody
Give me an
can see
actual.
it?
Oh yeah, I know that yoke. Yeah. Go check the.
Never seen
stories.
it before.
John.
Oh.
John is going to post a story
I'm going to post that story up.
about a
I'm
kettle.
going to set a reminder on my phone right now.
Nearly 60%
Hey
of
Google.
Britons have a shed. 17% say they would like to live in their shed. Interesting.
The men would.
Yeah, like to live in their shed.
I'd like to meet their wives.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, there was an ancient Egyptian god named Shed. He was the god of danger, deadly animals, and illness. Apparently, his name is Shed. And they're an estimated 12.
Shed, save me. Pray to Shed.
Sheds are quite liable to be like a dumping ground as well.
Yes,
That's not what sheds are for.
they can turn into
Like,
that.
if you open the door and you can't get into your shed, that's just a dumping ground. That's not a shed.
But it happens the odd
Yeah.
time. But is a clean shed an unused shed?
No,
No,
a clean, organised shed is what you want.
Mm.
Good.
You can
yeah.
walk in and you can see, oh, there's me streamers. You know, you can say, oh, I need a 13 spanner. Hang on, oh, there it is in the drawer where
Yeah,
I
my
knew
shed's
where
too
it was.
small for that. I'd make a mess if I have a project in my shed.
Would you get a second shed for your house?
No.
You wouldn't.
No, it'd ruin the
Aesthetic.
aesthetics
Would
of
you
the
do
garden.
the alleyway? Cover the alleyway?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking to do the sides, but
To put all, like all
pricey
bikes and
as
stuff in there.
fuck. Huh?
To put all bikes
Yeah,
and stuff.
bikes. All the kind of random, like the barbecues, the bikes, they're most taking up all the
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
Barbecues, bikes, lawnmower. When I
Yeah.
get them three things out of there, I'll have a full open plan area in the shed.
And what
Maybe-
are you
may-
looking at?
Maybe shedsdirect.com might sponsor an extension.
I don't think they build things, do they?
No, but they might give you like another shed to connect to your current shed.
And like have a tunnel.
Yeah.
Maybe I could dig underneath. Did you ever see that guy on YouTube?
Yes.
I love his videos.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
I could totally do that.
Please don't do that.
Let's
Um,
document it.
I wonder what's
Ron
under there.
Ennis does Cullentra Carpentry does those things.
Yeah. Rob Ennis. Well, let's get
Ron,
him.
Ron Ennis. Yeah.
Ron.
Can you, in an estate, dig down? I don't think
Do
you
you
can.
own the land all the way to the centre of the earth? That's some question.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Do you own that ground underneath your house?
So I'd say you can if you want.
I would imagine there is.
John now peeing around it.
Yeah. I would imagine there is certain amenities that are underneath your house.
Well, you don't want to hit gas,
That's the
water,
thing. Yeah.
electricity.
I'd say you'd have to go to some kind of place and look at the plans of that house and where things underneath are buried.
Do you own the land? How far down do you own the land? And what airspace do you own above your house? That's the other thing.
Oh, that I know. I think it's only like 10 meters above or something.
10 meters?
Yeah.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah, because you have to, if you want it on an extension, you have to get all this kind of stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
If you want to go up another story, you kind of have to
Imagine
be,
going
be
10
within
meters
your
up.
height.
What, say it again?
Imagine going 10 meters up in your house.
That'd be a big.
That's huge.
Whatever the height of your area and
That's-
stuff
that's
like
probably-
that. you go,
That's the highest
yeah.
you can.
Something like that, yeah.
That's 2 stories. Is it 2 stories up?
Yeah.
10 meters.
Interesting. I wonder, can you apply for planning permission for like airspace,
Mm.
like a mile above your house?
Isn't I'm going by the rules of say hotels in Dublin city centre. Say every, let's say, house or hotel owns a bit of the airspace,
I didn't know
and
that.
they can sell that airspace to someone else if they want. And
right.
then that person then can build across. it's
weird.
similar kind of stories in New York, where if you go look at New York, you'll see like buildings like a shop,
Mhm.
but then right next door has a skyscraper, and then the skyscraper's kind of has a kind of like an F shape coming out,
No way.
where they bought all that sky
Really?
airspace. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, look that up.
We have to look up. I'd like to see what the story is with underneath your home, what you own. I think in the country, I imagine it's a bit more straightforward. You just dig until someone tells you.
Well,
not
in
to
the country, you built your house, so you probably know where all the wires are.
dig. Yeah. And if you've got land, I wonder, can you just dig for as long as you want?
I seen actually that someone was out and he was driving a post.
Right.
So he's doing a job for a farmer, and he was a fencing specialist or whatever. And they put down the steel stake first before they put down the timber one.
Right.
And he hit the gas.
Oh
He
no!
wanted to see
Worst.
the explosion. He flew back, so he did.
Really?
Yeah, so it's dangerous.
Big pressure on that.
Yeah.
So what's the lay of the land there? If you hit that gas main, do you have to go and try and find where to turn that off first of all? Obviously?
well,
Ring
yeah,
Bord
you
gas.
ring. Well, it was British gas, wasn't it?
British gas.
Yeah,
You get
so
a big
like the
fine.
gas for like the whole like area around was all gone or whatever.
Did it continue to burn, or was it just
No,
one
it was
explosion
explosion. Yeah,
and then stopped?
yeah.
Right. Okay. So what happens
You
then?
want to see where the ground lifted up, like, and his
I'd
whole
say so,
machine
yeah.
lifted up, and he went flying back.
Wow.
That's okay.
Nasty.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's lucky.
And would the fire go backwards into the gas line? Or
Well, I think
how does that
the
work?
gas only explodes on, like, there was obviously nothing to ignite it, so it
Well,
exploded.
spark when it hit it.
I don't know. You see, it didn't go on fire.
If
just
it was a
exploded.
metal yoke, but it was probably the spark when it went through the,
Oh, maybe, yeah.
the thing. Maybe that set it off.
Hmm.
It's interesting that. Anything more about sheds?
Yeah, well, are we going to talk
Personally.
about the Men Shed
Organization.
World Organisation?
Yes.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Because I think that's very important too, because they do a great job.
Yeah.
I was dying.
Because, like, you know, when you're a kid
Mm-hmm.
and you're maybe in school or you go to crash and you go over and
you talking about Granddad Crash.
you go over and you might, I don't know, play with someone else's toy, or I don't know, punch them or something, and
Yeah.
then you become friends.
Yes.
And then when you're
how
older
we
and
met.
you're in school, you're probably sat beside, like me and Scotty was in geography, because our names were beside each other in alphabetical order.
That's right, yeah.
And we became friends.
Oh.
That's it.
Then when you're 19, 20, you might go out into the working environment, you might go out clubbing and, you know, shifting or whatever, and you meet people that way.
Jesus.
And then as you get maybe the age we are, you don't want any more friends. You have
Yeah,
you
you're
have
done
your
with friends, aren't you?
And
Yeah.
then eventually some of them might move away. Unfortunately, they might die. Different things happen in your life.
Yeah.
Then, like, when you're older, where do you go to make friends? You go to the man
The
shed
pub.
Nice.
Oh,
and be productive. So the men sheds have like activities. They have outings, and like it's for everybody. I'm not sure it's just for old people or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think like you can go there and they do like charity work, a fundraising thing. It's a thing especially to deal with mental health if you're on your own, to go and talk to people, and like there's the woodworking classes, there's hobby classes and everything. And there's loads of them. There's 400 men sheds in the country.
In
No
Ireland.
way.
Yeah, in Ireland. Yeah.
Do you know the origins of the men shed?
Yeah, in Australia it started, I think, in like the 1980s.
Very good. And like it's same scenario, like to help people or get men together.
Yeah, as far as I know. You're on the website there, so you can continue reading what I read earlier.
We're both on the website. Actually.
I'm on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
is that
Wikipedia
what-
even better. I'm looking at mensheds.ie.
Go on, read that, John.
Well, no, that's it. A men's shed is a community-based project where men come together to learn, share skill, and make long-lasting friendships together.
That's nice.
I think,
isn't it?
is it like, what's Foss called now? Foss is called
I
something
don't know
else,
actually. Is it Enterprise Ireland?
Isn't there bits in the men's shed for like doing like the community work if you're having a job or whatever? They
Mhm.
can give you a job like maintaining the men's shed or whatever. for
Oh, very good.
things like that.
Very good.
I think there's around 20, I think, in Mead. So there's one in Navan and one in Trim.
If you're getting to that sort of age, say you're just after retiring, would there be a certain part of you that'd be like, I'm not joining a men's shed. That's for old men. Like, I don't think.
Yeah, but as I seen the
bit of
pictures
pride.
though, they're not like you know, they're men in their 40s and 50s now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
it's a hobby place to go and to meet people, like, you know, and learn new skills to put on like workshops and
I'm
stuff.
trying to get my own father to join the men's shed, but
Same as.
he's just a bit not nervous. He's just my father doesn't drink, so he wouldn't have gone to a pub to meet lads or anything like
Yeah,
that. It's just
same
he
as.
likes to be on his own.
And he's quite handy as well.
He's very handy. He's
Yeah.
like always like he's in an estate house. Like he grew up in a big house with a garage,
He's just across from the men's shed.
basically. I'm right across from it.
Yeah.
So I'm always saying to him, would you not go across there? Oh, no.
It's Unit 1 and 2 Mead Opportunities for Training Building, Eamon Duggan Industrial Estate,
Yeah.
Abbey Road.
So I said to him, I might go over with him and join with him one day, but he'll never do it on his own.
Yeah,
And then Claremont Stadium in Avon, just for the local people.
Eamon Duggan.
There's 15 in Mead.
I thought that was called Oak Tree Business Park.
That's the one behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? There's two of them.
Yeah, that's the front one where like Trimfold is.
Ah, right, okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
that
and
was
I
different.
think it's a Fresh Today and Leinster Tough Equipment.
Very good.
It's open Tuesday 2 to 5 and Thursday 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. 12:30 p.m.
That's it, only the 2 times per week.
Yeah, but I think that's when things are on.
Oh,
I
right.
I think you can go and have chats there other times, I think. You can contact Vic Nugent or Jerry Connor.
Do you want
For
to
trim.
give out a number or an email address? There?
Well, the number's on the website, so I think if you want, you can go.
yeah, go
Find
search
on the
it.
website.
Actually, I don't
Yeah.
want any of our
No.
our patrons
Yeah.
doing any prank calls or anything.
No,
No.
definitely not.
I think it looks like a very like worthwhile cause as well. And
Absolutely, yeah.
and for the ladies, there are lady sheds.
Can they not go to the men's sheds? No.
Well, I think there's other kind of organisations. I think they're actually called women sheds.
Oh, right, okay.
Do they make
now,
things as well?
But I think like it wasn't not the FCA. That was the army. What's the
RDF,
Civil
no
Defence.
ICA?
Boys in the Hood.
Irish
That
Country Women's Association.
yeah, that's basically like what the men's shed was.
Yeah, I suppose.
All right.
The lady
okay.
version.
But
So-
that was like the most sexist one. That they made lasagnas and cakes.
yeah,
No
I
way,
think it was,
is that
I
what it
think it
was?
was more about
Yeah.
like home economics and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
All right.
How to
So-
look after your mans.
Cake
The-
jumper.
Yeah, the lady sheds were probably just like
Yeah, you got it.
a bit forward from that.
Took you a
Like,
few minutes there.
Sorry for it.
so it's probably the more modern version
Yeah.
of the ICA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, no, it's good. So if you're out there and like as I said, it's a mental health thing too. Obviously, if you're on your own, because like that, people your loved ones might die.
Yeah.
Also, people might move away, as I said, and there's no need to be lonely.
All the kids will move out, and you're all of a sudden then you're
And
on
in
your
fairness, people in the 60+ category have listened to our podcast.
That's
own.
true, yeah.
That is true.
Do you think that podcasting will be a part of a men's shed at some stage?
Oh, I said they'll probably do that. They'll probably do a workshop on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can imagine us
Now, they
sitting
didn't
around
li-
in our 90s.
Yeah.
yeah.
Talking shit.
They didn't list,
In VR.
but I think we talked about it before that say we might be alright because we've kept our friendships. But like you think maybe your dad, like family was important. You support your family in that particular age group, who are
Yeah.
now the older gentleman that's around.
We're selfish.
That
Yeah.
that it was probably harder to keep friends.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you asked your dad if you have a best friend. I don't know whether they'd be able to pick someone.
No,
No,
I
he
don't
wouldn't
think
have a
my
best
my
friend,
dad
no.
does. No.
Yeah.
It's,
And if he does say he has a best friend, he probably hasn't talked to in 14 or 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it comes in because, as I said, mental health affects everybody, no matter what age you are.
yeah.
And like, and one of the things that you see as well. So you're looking for a house and you're on Daft, and you go into like say old, maybe they died or maybe they moved into like care place or whatever, and you see like the houses that some older people in the country were living in, because they obviously show the pictures of recently, and you're just thinking like that's sad.
Mm.
Yeah, I
You
have a
know?
story there. I was heartbroken when I was house shopping, and I seen one in Kildalkey, but it was an old cottage down the laneway, and it was a lovely house. And then he had side sheds and another shed and out the back, and then we were getting the tour of the property person, and it was just your man. Like he'd made his own door, and the locks were perfect with the tenon joints and the mortise joints, and then he'd done other things out the back with the sliding door for his van or car to park in. There's just his touch was everywhere, that old man's, and I couldn't. The reason probably I didn't buy it is because I knew I'd be going around going, I can't take this off. This man's put his
Yeah.
heart and soul into making this, you know. So we didn't buy the house in the end, but
Just sitting there now rotting away.
yeah. Oh,
For-
well, I'm sure someone bought it, but
Yeah.
It was just,
Yeah.
that man for probably 20 years is just doing bits and bobs around the house.
Isn't that nice though?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. Like
Is
he
that-
built his own extension. He did everything.
Do you think in 20 years someone's going to go into your house and there's going to be like filler everywhere? Like that foam filler.
That's fucking what I'm doing right now to whoever was in the house before me.
You know, I couldn't buy the house that, that lad has been walking around that house putting filler in all the holes.
Old man Green.
Yeah, he's putting time and effort into destroying dishwashers.
You could tell there used to be a door there, but he just filled it in. And there's no door.
I looked up the chimney and there's just filler in the chimney. So much effort. I just couldn't buy the house. Fucking place falling apart. Funny. Is it time?
I think so.
It's that time.
It's that time, you know the name. It's the reason we all came. Find the words that are the same. It's that time to play the waffle game.
Waffle game.
It's a waffle game.
Yes, waffle
Yeah,
game.
waffle game.
Waffle. Versatile. Waffle.
Jeez, we're advertising for everyone today.
Versatile.
Who's going first?
Where is Versatile? Is that in Avon?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Let's do it.
Versatile is a good few places.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ooh. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I keep on winning. It's always paper that beats rock.
Do you know, I do a lot of, obviously, the coaching stuff, but whenever we are deciding which team gets tip,
Yeah.
it's always rock, paper, scissors now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's class.
Do you want A or B, John?
I'll go with A.
Oh, A.
Ooh.
Okay.
A is the first all the time.
30 seconds on the clock, Scotty.
Oh, it's one of those ones? Oh, God.
18. I'm not nervous whatsoever.
You shouldn't be. You're always going to win.
Okay, John.
Let-
Oh, he's not ready.
No, I'm not ready.
Yes,
Stop
30
much.
seconds.
Okay.
Okay. In 30 seconds, John,
Yes.
can you name the 5 types of drills that I have on this pitch?
Oh, dear God.
Hand drill, power drill, tenant drill, mortise drill,
Is that a type of drill?
counter drill, tabletop drill, hammer drill, screw drill, masonry drill, downward dog drill.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
How'd I get on?
Well, your time isn't up yet.
What?
It's up now.
Okay.
Okay, John, give me 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm going to hate this already. I know I am.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Scotty, can you list
No.
the 5 types or the 5 brands of power tools I have here?
Oh, God. Makita. Dunlop. Is that a thing? Snickers. Did I say Makita already?
Good old Snicker power.
Oh, what's the
drills.
orange one? Oh, the orange and black. Hitachi. Is that not a power tool?
3 seconds left.
3.
Sorry about that. Hilti.
Hilti.
Okay,
They're
John.
not black and orange, are they? Hilti.
Hilti are red and white.
I will go through John's
Black and Decker.
words.
Oh, black and fucking Decker.
Okay, so hammer drill,
Yes.
cordless drill, drill press, hand drill,
I got that.
Did he?
and core drill.
Didn't get cordial.
You got 2.
Oh, hold on.
Loser.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, Scotty, you got Makita.
Yes. All right. Damn it.
If it was the other way around,
Yeah.
definitely would have got them all.
Okay. Oh, do you want to have a go?
Give it a go there. Go on.
Okay. Makita.
Hold on. We just named them afterwards.
Okay.
Go on. Go on anyway.
Makita, Hilti, Black and Decker, Parkside. That would have been the spanner in the works.
Oh.
Parkside.
Aldi.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Oh shit.
I'll just name them.
DeWalt. Yeah, go on ahead.
Oh, DeWalt,
Okay.
yeah.
So Makita,
Yeah.
DeWalt,
Yeah.
Milwaukee,
Oh, Milwaukee.
Black and Decker,
Black and Decker.
and Bosch.
Oh,
Oh,
Bosch.
Bosch, yeah.
Bosch
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
that popular anymore.
No, there you go.
Do you know the ironic thing is, I used to work in Navanhire, and I used to have to.
I heard that podcast. Yeah.
Worked there very badly.
Oops. That's why I was fired from there. In Slavic folklore, the shed is feared, as it is believed to be the home of Baba Yaga, a witch-like character who
Star Wars.
flies. Is it Baba Yaga, your Baby Yoda? Very good. Which like character who flies around on a giant pestle kidnapping children? There you go.
On like a broom or something.
Yeah, I guess so. No, a pestle. What's a pestle? Is that
That's like a thing.
Yeah,
you
that's what I was
crush
thinking.
things or something.
yeah? So it's a crusher that he flies around on
Oh.
in a shed apparently. So don't let any Slavic people near your sheds.
Jeez.
Just so you know.
Okay. Oh, I'm next.
It's
okay.
you, yeah,
So,
yeah,
okay. Most tools are ancient objects that existed in the thousands of years ago. The hammer and plane are said to have been invented by the Romans, while the saw and set square was invented by the Egyptians. The screwdriver can be traced to the 1400s. Screws were expensive, spikes were cheap, so screwdrivers were an exclusive item.
Right.
There you go.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that's very
Did not
good.
know that.
Right, John Boy.
Did you know? Did you actually hear about the glitter conspiracy?
No.
You should look it up on YouTube. I think it's coming out on Netflix soon enough. It's in the new Netflix in America. But there's some big conspiracy behind glitter and who invented it. The guy who
right.
invented glitter is the same guy who invented the atomic bomb.
What?
Yeah. And he invented shitloads of things.
Right.
Henry Rushman. Google him and you'll see everything he invented.
Right.
Yeah, obviously in his man shed he invented all this.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
In the Men's Shed Initiative in Trim, was it?
The atomic man shed, yes. Yeah.
That's a shout.
Yeah. Check it out.
I like
Check
that
it out.
one.
Google it.
Shellbomb.
Shambam.